দর্শক মণ্ডলী আপনাদের সবাইকে স্বাগত জানাচ্ছি আজকের এই অনুষ্ঠানে। আমাদের অতিথি অ্যামনেস্টি ইন্টারন্যাশনাল নামে একটি মানবাধিকার সংগঠন, একটি আন্তর্জাতিক মানবাধিকার সংগঠন। সেই সংগঠনের ওয়াশিংটনের যে শাখা রয়েছে তার ঊর্ধ্বতন কর্মকর্তা টি কুমার, তার সাথে কথা বলছি। ওয়েলকাম টু আওয়ার শো।
Thank you very much.
As we all know that Bangladesh is going through a very tensed political situation right now. And recently Amnesty International has expressed concern about the way the public protest rally on the 5th of May, the way it has been handled by the authority and the police force. And Amnesty International has expressed concern about that. Can you please elaborate on that?
In the case of Bangladesh, what happened was there was a peaceful rally initially, and there were killings on both sides. There were police who were killed as well as protesters. So what Amnesty International is urging today is not to take sides, just to tell the government to appoint an independent investigation to find out where it went wrong. Because by the end of the day, it is very bad for the country to have people losing their life in protests like this. So if there is an independent investigation that found out that the police have used according to the guidelines, that means they have a threat to their life or threat to someone else's life, then they have all the right to open fire. But the concern is, which we don't know, that's why we are asking for an independent investigation, is that there may be instances where the force that was used against these protesters may not be proportional. It may not be in peaceful rally. Imagine someone throwing a stone. That does not go proportionately to the police opening fire. So our call today is to have an independent investigation to find out who were responsible for the killing, not only the protesters, but also some of the police officers during the riot, during the trouble.
This protest rally came as a build-up, as a result of a build-up of the political tension that has been going on for the last few months. And it really started after the verdict in a war crime tribunal case. Amnesty International website, which is saying that protesters on 5th of May were seen on TV channels in Bangladesh to be attacking police, setting buses, cars, shops, bookstalls on fire. And police was seen to be using tear gas, rubber and live bullets at the protesters. At least 2 of the dead are policemen and one was a Bangladesh border guard member. And he also said that as long as the protests are non-violent and peaceful, they should be allowed to express their views.
In any country around the world, it is important that people should be allowed to express their views in a non-violent, peaceful manner. If they fail to, if the government try to crack down on non-violent and peaceful protests, then you are suppressing dissent or difference of opinion, and that will lead to even more trouble by armed struggle or something like that. So when a peaceful rally takes place, any government around the world should allow that, give them space so that they can express what they have in mind. If there is violence, then the response from the police or the military should be proportionate. It should not go beyond that. That's why we are concerned about this incident. Apparently large number of people have been killed. But so we want an investigation. That's all. We are not pointing fingers. It's basically, it's good for Bangladeshi population, Bangladeshi people, to make sure that no one is crossing the line. It could be the government, it could be the protesters. Let an independent investigation try to find out where it went wrong.
I want to mention that people who may not know enough about Amnesty International, it's a global organization and it got Nobel Peace Prize in 1977. Many of our viewers were born after 1977, may not know about that. About the regional situation, neighboring countries like India and Pakistan and Burma, where there is a Rohingya problem going on in Burma. What are the observations about those countries? Amnesty International has any concern about that?
Yeah, we have been working on human rights around the world and obviously in the region as well. coming to Burma or Myanmar, the next door neighbor to Bangladesh, our main concern is the plight of Rohingya. It's not about the citizenship. Of course, that's a major issue. It's about the treatment of these individuals or the community, because they happen to belong to a different religion from the majority community, happen to be speaking a different language compared to a majority of the country. Because of that, we have documented rapes, killings, and abuses. So what we advocate is that separate the political question whether they are citizens or not, but these people should be considered as human beings and protected from these abuses by the government or even ethnic other groups there. So far, we were able to succeed in bringing this particular issue to the forefront internationally, and Burmese president is going to be visiting Washington next week. We are really pushing hard on the White House to bring this issue of the plight of Rohingyas as a matter of priority.
Mr. T. Kumar, thank you so much for your time and thank you for coming to our studio in Washington.
Thank you very much.
দর্শক মণ্ডলী, কথা বলছিলাম অ্যামনেস্টি ইন্টারন্যাশনাল ওয়াশিংটনের ঊর্ধ্বতন কর্মকর্তা টি কুমারের সাথে। আশা করি সাক্ষাৎকারটি আপনারা উপভোগ করেছেন। সবাই ভালো থাকুন, নিরাপদে থাকুন। আহসানুল হক, ভয়েস অব আমেরিকা।